must go now.
Papa!
Tiago, go with your mother to the trap. Take this. It will always be your guide.
Yes, Papa.
We will join you shortly.
Xavier, the painting.
La maledicción. This way.
Signora, it is too late. Go!
No! Papa!
Senor, in here.
Search them. Of course. Paris in the spring. Passion, romance, l'amour. I was working in art insurance. It paid the rent, just about. And then, by chance, I met Nico at a private view.
You didn't tell me that you were back in Paris, George?
We should catch up. Let's have lunch.
Nobody move!
No, monsieur! Not la malédiction! Oh.
Stay back.
Once again, Paris had shown me her dark side. A brutal robbery, a senseless murder. Nico and I were about to be drawn into a new and terrifying adventure together. The gallery owner was dead. I guess sometimes playing the hero doesn't pay. My company had insured the exhibition, so I had a crime to solve. The cops would be here soon. I didn't have much time. The bust was balanced precariously on the pedestal. Excuse me, Father.
Yes, my son.
I'm George Stobbart. My company insured the exhibition.
My name is Simeon.
Is there anything I can do?
You can pray for his soul.
A senseless murder.
On the contrary, this killing makes plenty of sense.
What do you mean?
A great evil has taken place. This is the work of the devil.
What?
I am a Dominican priest. I know these things. And now, excuse me, I must pray.
1 minute, I'd been planning dinner with Nico. The next, I was talking art theft, murder. It was Hector Lane, France's greatest art critic. We'd met before. It hadn't ended well. For a moment, I thought he was dead. But from the snoring, I guessed he'd only fainted. Lane was out cold. He definitely looked better. I didn't want Henri's blood on my hands. In Henri's pocket was a tiny bottle. It was a bottle of Brett. The label claimed there was a small piece of innocent enough. until I realized that the robbery took place at 2. I quickly replaced the note. I didn't need to look at the note a second time. It wasn't tough to remember. 2:30 p.m. Poor guy. No personal effect. I needed to find where he kept his... The door was locked with a key. The wires from the camera ran to the room behind. It must have captured the whole robbery. If I could get the code to the keypad, I might be able to... The cable for the camera ran into the room marked... Just $90,000 for this one. This was where the stolen painting had hung. Why that painting? And why kill for it? The stolen painting had an alarm, which should have sounded when the painting was removed. I needed to find out why it hadn't. So, the alarm... It was the speaker. Look. So that was why the alarm hadn't sounded. A wire had been cut by someone who knew exactly. The pressure pad appeared to be working fine, but the thief left the pizza box behind. I wondered what was in it. Well, no surprise. The guy must have been hungry. There was only one. Hello, Mr. Rickenbacker?
Stobbart, what do you want?
Mr. Rickenbacker, there's been a problem.
Why does that surprise me? This better not involve the Blue Lizard.
Afraid it does, sir. There's been a robbery.
Oh, terrific.
Only one painting was stolen, though.
Well, what are you wasting time talking to me for? Find that painting, or find a way to avoid paying out. 2 ways to keep your job,
I...
You're welcome. Anything else you gotta tell me?
The thief had a gun. He shot...
We insured him too?
No, sir.
Well, that's one piece of good news. At least tell me you got some leads.
I'm pretty sure the security was sabotaged. The alarm was disabled for that one painting.
So, it was an inside job. Who else is at the gallery?
There's a guy called Hector Lane.
Lane. Why does that name sound familiar?
He's an art critic. I think he's connected to the exhibition.
Now, could it be him?
It couldn't possibly be Lane.
Squeeze him anyway, and bring me the pips.
If I was going to squeeze Lane, I needed longer arms than these.
Find out who disabled the security system, then find that painting. And don't call...
I had nothing new to tell Rickenbacker. Nico wasn't answering her. No one had noticed the pizza box fall onto the floor. Father?
Yes, my son.
A wire in the painting's alarm was deliberately cut.
cut by the devil himself, perhaps.
Well, as far as I know, sightings of guys with horns and tails have been a little down recently.
You mock me, Mr. Stobbart. But as you will discover, the devil likes to have the last laugh.
Would you like this piece of pizza?
A man has just died. No, thank you.
What did you mean when you said that a great evil had taken place?
Your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour.
What?
Peter 5:8. The devil is all around.
Did Henri say anything before he died?
He said, "Stop the car, I want to get in."
What does that mean?
We may never know.
What brought you to the exhibition, Father?
The painting.
Which one?
La Maledictio, of course.
The painting that was stolen?
I had to confront the evil.
I think there's something strange going on here.
Yes, Mr. Stobbart. At last you see the truth.
No, Father. I mean that the robbery looks like...
The devil's work is always an inside job.
Do you know the code to get into the office?
No, but you could always pray and ask for divine guidance.
With respect, Father, I'm looking for a slightly quicker solution. What do you know about the man who painted La Maledictio?
El Serpent. He was a man playing with fire, the fire of eternal damnation.
Tell me about the stolen painting.
Whoever gets close to it will burn in hell.
Hey, Father, how about a squirt?
I think not.
Even unconscious, Lane's body reacted to... Time to awaken the beast. What?
Where,
You fainted. The nail clippers were monogrammed with the letters H. They must have fallen out of his pocket. Welcome back to the land of the living.
I wouldn't exactly call this living. Don't just stand there. Get me something to eat. I've had a terrible shock.
I found a slice of pizza.
I asked for food, boy, not a...
Oh, okay, if you don't want it.
I didn't say that. Now give it here. Given the circumstances, that was... now what's been going on?
Dead?
Poor chap. Just like him.
Excuse me.
Do I?
Yes, our paths...
Of course. The man... Pity. I'm sorry, but...
I'm George Stobbart.
I hope you have deep pockets then, my...
Could I ask you a few questions?
Fine.
Did you know the gallery owner?
Of course. We worked together on the exhibition.
Oh, really?
Henri provided the space. I was the creative powerhouse.
How long had you known?
As a friend, many years. Our professional relationship had only recently blossomed into this exhibition, under my... And now the poor fellow's gone and got himself killed.
If Lane was involved with the gallery, then he had to know the... Do you know anything about the stolen painting?
Of course, dear boy. La Malediccio.
What about the killer? Were you able to get a look at him?
A delinquent in a tin hat. Beyond that...
Oh. So you curated the exhibition? What's it about?
A brilliant retrospective. A dialectical window on your...
Wow, you took the word. So, you help run this place? Maybe you can give me the code to that door.
The code to the office?
I just thought you might have the number.
I do, but I couldn't possibly give you access before the police arrive.
I figured I wasn't going to get the door code from Lane by playing nice. I need to... Mr. Lane, you're really going to have to give me the code.
And why, pray, should I do...
Because the way the cops will see it, you're the prime... We both know you're innocent, Mr. Lane, but the cops, well, they may not... I might be able to get them off your case, but in exchange, I'd like the code.
But that's preposterous. The police would have...
Funny you should mention... Someone sabotaged the alarm on the stolen painting. A wire was cut.
What? Who could have got into the alarm system?
Exactly. It was an inside job, Mr. Lane.
You're not suggesting that I...
Well, I'm afraid that's the way the cops are going to see it.
That's preposterous. How could I possibly have cut the wire?
An unusual painting turns up at your exhibition and gets stolen. Doesn't look good, does it?
And your point is?
The cops are going to ask some awkward questions. But you give me the code, and I'll do my best to point them elsewhere.
I cannot let... Besides, Henri found...
This is an inside job for sure, Mr. Lane. The police are going to be very interested in your recent movements.
I've been out of town for several days, and...
Just saying.
You're not going to scare me into giving you...
I was onto something here, and I knew it. Lane was sweating. Don't suppose you've changed...
Certain.
I might just... How about some more of this?
I don't think so. As a cell volatile...
Are these your nail clippers, Mr. Lane?
Yes, they have my initials,
Huh. The perfect...
What are you saying?
Well, the alarm was sabotaged.
Are you? I had no reason to kill...
Okay, but I don't think the cop... I hate to say this, Mr. Lane, but you're going to be the #1 suspect for this.
So you...
Well, you got to admit, the cut wire doesn't look good.
As I said...
So you'd be...
That's right.
Mr. Lane? Father?
Yes.
Do you recognize these?
Nail clippers.
The street was quiet and upmarket.